boring game. It's boring. I literally don't know. I don't know what's wrong with this.
Not finishing our chances. We definitely had a couple where we could have went up a lot, actually. Not a couple, a lot of them. Where we
Yeah,
coulda.
I mean, unfortunately, we are in a position where if Medina has 2 of our maybe 3 shots on goal, we're not gonna score goals that day. Which is terrible. I mean, his second one was pretty much impossible to score. Like, he would have had to do something crazy. The first one, you got to score that in that position. Thiago had a couple where he should have scored. I can't even put my finger on it. And like the real downer of the whole game, obviously Tenor going down.
Yeah.
He looked real sad at the end, so it must be something serious.
Yeah, it looks like Hey Bear was giving him like coping techniques after the final whistle was blown. But like really what I feel about this game is like we didn't lose. Like that's a step in the right direction from where we've been.
I guess.
And that says a lot about like our current form. It's like, okay, I guess the plus is that we didn't lose this one.
Yeah.
Against, to be honest, a pretty difficult team. I would say they're not that good on attack, but like their defense is pretty solid.
Because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
That's all they really want to do.
So are you expecting a call-up for Mustache and goal?
I think with
He stopped like 3 or 4.
the trend that we have,
Yeah.
He looked very American. If he's not, good luck with whatever country you just got called up to, sir.
Yeah. I mean, really, all it requires is stopping like 3 or 4 NYCFC one-on-ones, and he passed that test.
Which, like, are you able to catch something that's going directly at you?
At your chest.
Yes, okay.
As
Sign
a
him up.
professional goalie.
As a pro, yeah. I mean, yeah, dude, he's literally going to probably get a call-up based off of...
Yeah, wherever he's from.
His call-up is worth more than Sean Johnson's.
Yeah, which is insane.
Although
the good thing is that we don't have any games during this international period, so... But I mean, maybe that's bad because we could have gave Barraza another. I would love to see Barraza start again.
Yeah, I would like to see Barraza, and it'd again be like that situation where, it's like, we're not taking Sean out. We're just Barraza's our only guy.
Yeah,
it's the only one we can do.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, if there were games, and Sean got called up and he took the call up, especially in this time, knowing that he's not going to play, I would genuinely say pack your bags, dude.
Yeah,
because like you're the captain of the team, you know that we, even in your form currently, we can't be without you.
Yeah,
and you know that you're gonna ride Pine, dude. Pack your bags and good luck with your U.S. men's national team career. Hopefully you'd be good wherever you landed after club wise. But like, dude, I wouldn't want him on the team anymore if he did that.
And we shouldn't even be like.
Allowing
it shouldn't even get to the point where it's on the player to decide. No. Like, we as a club, we gotta be killing that at this jump. Like, as soon as they ask, we're like, no, this is not happening.
But even he shouldn't be going. He should be training with the team. He should be, not putting himself at risk with different training staff, everything like that. Traveling, like the potential for COVID, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you putting yourself at risk for any of these things, knowing that we can be without you? Yeah. And there's really no shot of you playing there.
And I would feel a little less, I mean, I would still feel like this, but I'd feel a little bit more understanding if he was like even the backup, like the second string.
Right.
But we're literally talking like the third string. Like, he's not going to touch the field. Hurt. I would have to assume Greg knows like that Sean's not touching the field. Like, he hasn't yet. Like, why is he going to now? Especially because with the World Cup qualifier stuff, like, I think we could be constantly like trimming it down, and bringing in even new people to try to figure out. Like, I mean, I feel like at this point he should know like Sean is not even really worth using that spot for. Yeah. Like, maybe even a younger kid coming up would be.
They typically bring that many of one position just in the case that a couple of fall down.
Yeah, which would be nuts.
Which is like doomsday
unheard
type
of
stuff, but like, I guess it's possible.
Yeah.
It is possible. I wouldn't like to see it.
No, me either.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, in a normal situation, if we had games and he did that,
it'd be upsetting for sure.
I would more than upsetting. Like that would be the end of it for us, because we've given him a lot of passes.
Yeah.
Up until recently, and so that'd be the end of that. And this is a low energy episode because of the circumstances. Tinnerholm going down. The game really was a waste of 90 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's hard for us to even find things to really take away from this. Like, there's really nothing good to take away from it, but there's also really nothing, like, awful to take away from it either. Like you said, it was just totally boring. I think it was a very important game. Like, before kickoff, like, this felt like we need 3 points without a doubt. And if we don't, then it's going to potentially hurt us in the long run. And, I mean, like I said, at least we got one. Because that's almost more than I expected. Like, I knew for sure, like, this is by far a must-win game, but that doesn't mean I thought we were going to win, for sure.
It was a must-win game.
I didn't know.
But, like, the fact that we didn't and the fact that we've played the way that we have, like, the same frustration that you hear in our voices right now, you would have heard listening to Ian and Joe on the call. Like,
yeah.
It's just that energy around the team right now, and it's the opposite energy that we thought we would have going towards the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, exact opposite. I mean, a positive that you could take from it, Keaton looked really good.
He did.
Whatever role and instructions you gave to Keaton, do it again. Keep doing it.
Keaton looked great, and like our list of players that we don't typically support have been like popping off like the last couple games.
Yeah, Chanel played well.
Chanel looked amazing, and that's something I wanted to get into on a prior episode when I didn't feel like we had time. But like I think I've like totally come around to Chanel, like completely. Like, he has, out of everybody on our defense, and Collins really used to be the guy for me that like was the standout. And Tinnerholm too. I mean, he always is, so I don't really put him into a list at all. He's just always at the top of it. But like, with his form slipping, in you know, the last couple months, and Collins being gone to Peru and all that stuff, like, Chanel has been genuinely out of his mind compared to what we expected of him.
Right.
Like, he's looked great.
Yeah, he looked good. He looked like somebody who was covering for Tavon a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I feel like we changed the identity of the team once Tinnerholm went out. Because typically it's like Tinnerholm runs the right side, and that's pretty much, you know, that's a lot of what we do.
Yeah.
With Tinnerholm dropping, we kind of just we switched it to the left side, essentially.
Yeah.
We tried to go through the left side. Tavon really wasn't going up much, but when he did, he looked pretty good going forward. I think that's another positive.
We've always had high praises for Tavon. That's why, I mean, it's not really anything new for us. I think, you know, we talked about a couple episodes ago, out of all the young players that we have on our team, Tavon is not the one that shies away from big moments. Like, he literally needs something like this to happen, and it's unfortunate that it comes at the expense of Tinnerholm and ultimately the club, because that's an extreme loss, and we don't know the extent of it yet, but everybody online is speculating in a major way.
In a wild way.
Yeah.
Let me see, actually.
So, but yet Tavon is the one where it's like we have no concerns about his class or his ability to mentally like check in and stay checked in.
I think defensively we have some questions just because we've seen some defensive airheadedness.
Yeah. It'll happen.
But he's young, dude. Like, he's not... at least he looks like he's having fun when he's out there. He doesn't seem like the moment's too big for him. He's checked in. He's in the moment. So
right. And one thing that I think is going to be big for us, or at least I'm hoping that this international break is going to be big for us, because I think we need these 2 weeks to like check out of playing and just get back to like the complete basics of like what kind of team are we, what kind of tactics do we employ. And everybody to build chemistry, because we've been without the ability to do that for a long time now.
Yeah, and
and build a personality, like everybody be together constantly, fielding a lineup that is known, like we know what it will be, like all that.
Yeah, do it the football way. Train every single day for the next 2 weeks. Obviously, we won't have Sean Johnson, so
Yeah, that
beautiful.
is exactly what we were talking about.
Or Sands, probably, right? Or did Sands not get called?
I honestly don't know. I think it would be brutal if Sands did not get called up.
Yeah, but I mean, my idea would be for the next 2 weeks, get almost exactly what you would have for the starting 11, training together every single day, developing the way that they want to play.
Sands did not get called up.
Hey, that's fine for me.
That's good for us, but that is like
fine for me.
An awfully brutal decision from Greg. Damn, that's crazy. All
it's
because
his current form.
His form's been slipping a little bit.
Yeah,
but that's good. I don't want him, like you said, to be away from the team. I don't want him to go there potentially play bad, because it's always better to like just not do anything than do something and be bad.
Right.
Like so.
Exactly.
That's good.
So I would put out in training every single day. Put your A side and your B side. Train that A side the way that you want them to play. Train the B side the way that you want them to play. Don't mix and match.
Mm-hmm.
I'd prefer to have Thiago top left, Tati down the middle, Santi on the right, and Maxi in the middle of that, and then the rest can fill itself out.
And that seems so obvious.
It just seems too obvious.
Doesn't it seem too obvious?
And that's why it's frustrating that it's not happening. Like why can't that happen?
Yeah. Although the lineup today was, I mean, without knowing, we didn't know at the point that Medina was going to play somewhat awful, although they gave him man of the match. He did make some great runs.
He didn't play bad. He just didn't finish.
Put himself in great positions. But yeah, I think you're right, where we need to potentially, and I think there's maybe a lot of people that agree with us, that Thiago might be deserving of a spot over like someone in Medina in the team, at least starting. Maybe Medina will be better if he comes on as a sub, and that might give him some kind of mental motivation to be like, hey, I need to like start proving myself. I need to start burying these chances.
Right. And I think we need more from Maxi too.
Mm-hmm.
Like these are the games that Maxi used to control and really pull the strings, and dude, we're just not seeing it. Like, yes, he has 9 assists this season, but it's not, the performances aren't there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, 9 assists is fine, but that's not Maxi form to me.
No,
9
Maxi
assists
is,
in 24 games, like that's not Maxi form.
No, Maxi is typically almost double what he is at this point.
Exactly. So
I mean, Tati's like an assist or two behind him.
Yeah.
From a striker position. He's not the little genius running around the field just pinging it up to people like Tati to finish it.
And so that's why in my brain, Maxi, this is like do or die to me, because I would love to see Santi number 10.
Yeah.
And whoever else on the right wing. But we have to use Santi right wing because Maxi's holding up that 10.
Yeah.
But if Maxi's not pulling the strings at 10, then somebody else needs to try.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't sit around and wait.
Yeah.
We're at a point where we have to kind of be cutthroat. I love Maxi, but it's like...
And there's been a handful of people who have performed well enough in certain situations in the season where we haven't had Maxi to argue that, hey, let's give him a run of a couple games and find out if they're the guy.
No, we did.
What?
Didn't do the plugs in the beginning. We have to record it and swap it.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll just do it at the end.
That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter really.
It's all right.
I mean, I think always this was going to be a short one. I think we said that like right before.
Yeah. Which is good because that means maybe everyone will actually finish it. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
But yeah, this was meant to be a short one. Nothing, I mean, I don't think there's more to be said about a game like this.
Right.
I think people can look forward to the international break because we're trying to, once again, bring some guests on and talk to them. Yeah, because, I mean, when we don't have games to talk about, we got to talk about something with somebody. So, I don't know. Well, yeah, like you said, pull some strings, get some people on that are hopefully a little more interesting than us.
At least in this moment, just because it's like... Oh, I could watch that game 3 times and not find anything more to say.
Oh, I wouldn't want to watch that game again. I kind of wish I didn't today.
Honestly, we could have been playing FIFA or something.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Literally.
But, yeah, I mean, that's it for this week, really.
Yeah.
I think, once we get back from the break, obviously you'll have seen some guest episodes, some topics that we'll try to touch with certain people based on, our relationship with them and kind of their relationship and
what
all of
said.
the things. Yeah. And kind of dig into some of the things that they've said.
Yeah, maybe we can get people to make some like on record predictions.
That would be nice.
That'd be crazy.
What if we started like a little pool, like a gambling pool? Not a gambling pool, but a gambling pool.
Yeah.
We just start like, hey, if you guys hit the right score, we got stickers laying around.
Yeah. Or if they don't, then they have a scarf for us or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or make a deal with Ronnie, like, can we score more than 2 goals in a game? If not, you give us $20.
Yeah.
Ronnie can afford it. Anyways, we're rambling.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Post 90 on all platforms.
Yep.
We'll plug that again, but then we'll see you guys next week. Peace.